Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here's Martin throwing on first down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Martin on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Martin. He finds Corey Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. A give running right is Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Jets at 8-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Martin. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Jets, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Martin going deep here for Watkins. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, O'Neal. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. O'Neal. Got a man. That's Ward. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now loose football, fumble, Martin lost it. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Barrios now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Martin now on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Martin. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. He just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun on third down, O'Neal. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done, and he hit, and the ball is jarred free. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. O'Neal. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf. That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. But that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And here comes Berrios. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw is Martin. To throw again. And that is caught. It's Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Straight ahead is Hall. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Martin able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Down from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Martin. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Martin. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Martin. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes it all away, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
throwing on first down. O'Neal. He'll get this to Ward. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, here's an option right. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, and a quick slant or something like that.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after a break down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because it just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Riches hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave. We the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yani hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr. I'ma get Swayze. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win and I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for them. The beat go on, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris.